Judge destroys another. That ball is long gone. My goodness, what a blast.
Out of the ballpark. Wow. So here comes the Judge.
According to Jerry Hairston Jr., Aaron Judge is the ultimate blend of A-Rod's raw power and Derek Jeter's steady leadership. Derek Jeter's a huge fan, and A-Rod, he calls Judge a unicorn.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron is such a unicorn. I mean, I love the game of baseball so much, and I've never seen a player quite like him that looks like an NFL tight end. 6'7", 282 pounds, under 10% body fat. I mean, the guy's just a specimen, right? And so I can't relate with that either, right? Because he makes me look small.
Let's get one thing straight here. Aaron Judge is an absolute unicorn, just like A-Rod says. He's the type of guy that you only see once in a generation. And maybe he's not the undisputed GOAT, but he's definitely playing in his own league. I mean, look at this guy. He's 6'7", 282 pounds, with enough explosive power to shake the stadium. But beyond that raw power, Judge is always where he needs to be, right when it counts. And I didn't just pull that out of thin air. I'm taking it straight from the mouths of the greats.
High fly ball, deep left center, Doyle back, see ya, boarding flight 50 home runs. Aaron Judge has done it again.
But before we jump right into it, do something for me real quick. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you're always in the loop for the latest MLB scoop. All right, now let's get back to Aaron Judge. Back in 2022, Aaron Judge had a season that felt straight out of a baseball fairy tale. He shattered Roger Maris's 61-year-old record with 62 home runs, owned the All-Star voting with almost 400,000 more votes than Mike Trout. He posted a .311 batting average, led the league with 133 runs, topped on-base percentage at .425, slugged a jaw-dropping .686, and took home the American League MVP award, the Players' Choice Award, and a spot on the 2022 All-MLB team. I mean, it was unreal. Over an 100-game stretch from late April to August, he slashed .378, .505, and .835. He crushed 45 home runs and stacked up 106 RBI. Now, FYI, no one in Major League history, not even Babe Ruth in his power-hitting prime, has ever hit .375 with 45 home runs over that many games. Judge was right on the cusp of the Triple Crown, with Bobby Witt Jr. barely edging him out on batting average. Even then, Judge led the AL in home runs and RBIs, finishing the season with a .322 average, only behind Witt Jr. and Vlad Guerrero Jr. But awards aside, Judge has showed off a kind of raw athletic genius that's rare in any sport. It's no surprise that MLB legends can't stop raving about him. Let's start with the legendary Barry Bonds. During Judge's jaw-dropping 2022 season, Barry Bonds had a lot to say about the powerhouse as Judge chased that history-making moment. You'd think that Bonds might get a little territorial about his record as Judge crept closer to Bonds' legendary 73 home run mark set back in 2001. But no, that wasn't the case. The home run king was rooting for him. Bonds was pumped at the idea of Judge possibly rewriting history. To put it simply, Bonds seemed ready to pass the torch to the Bronx Bomber.
You know, I'm cheering for him, man. I mean, we're all fans. You know, we're fans of the game as well. You know, we play, but we're fans of the game, and seeing what he's doing is amazing.
But Bonds is far from the only legend that hasn't stopped singing Aaron Judge's praises. Former Yankee captain Derek Jeter. At the Yankees' 76th Old Timers Day this past August, Derek Jeter was back in the Bronx, and let's just say the excitement was off the charts. I mean, it's Derek Jeter we're talking about. The guy who's got 5 World Series rings, a stack of All-Star appearances, and a handful of Golden Gloves and Silver Sluggers to his name. Safe to say that Jeter is Yankees royalty. So when he speaks, especially about a player like Aaron Judge, people are going to listen. While catching up with reporters, Jeter dished on everything from reuniting with old teammates to reliving those Yankee glory days. But of course, he didn't miss a chance to talk about Judge, who is rewriting history yet again. Jeter's face lit up as he talked about Judge's ridiculous stats, and you could tell he was just as in awe as the rest of us.
Derek, I want to come to you first on the Yankees here, because on a night when Garrett Cole isn't dominant and Aaron Judge goes hitless, they're able to work a win. That's good news if you're a Yankee fan.
It's great news if you're a Yankee fan.
In typical Jeter fashion, he kept it humble and didn't hide his admiration. When asked about Judge's ridiculous performance this year, Jeter gave a kind of praise that you'd expect from a guy who knows greatness when he sees it. Just as Jeter wrapped up his praises,
He's just fun to watch. I think he's carried that legacy and tradition of the Yankee organization of superstar players, and more importantly, what he does on the field. He's a great representative of this organization, and I personally have enjoyed getting to know him, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of his and what he's been able to accomplish.
Former Yankee third baseman Alex Rodriguez cranked it up to 11. And if you think that Jeter's words were a respectful nod, A-Rod's were a full-blown standing ovation. Looking straight into the cameras, A-Rod didn't hold back, calling Judge a unicorn. That kind of one-in-a-million talent that baseball rarely sees. It was like he wanted the whole world to understand that Judge wasn't just another great player, but a once-in-a-generation phenomenon.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron is such a unicorn. I mean, I love the game of baseball so much, and I've never seen a player quite like him that looks like an NFL tight end. 6'7", 282 pounds, under 10% body fat. I mean, the guy's just a specimen, right? And so I can't relate with that either, right? Because he makes me look small. He makes all of us up here look small.
I mean, damn. You see what I mean when I said that A-Rod really took the praises to a whole nother level? But can you blame him? Ever since he joined the team, Judge has consistently shown that he's on a whole different level when it comes to power, accuracy, and his overall baseball IQ. And those qualities have kept his name on the lips of MLB legends, including Roger Maris Jr.
I think it means a lot, and it's not just for me. I think it means a lot for a lot of people, that he's clean, he's a Yankee, he plays the game the right way, and, I think it gives people a chance to look at somebody who should be revered for hitting 62 home runs, and not just as a guy who did it in the American League. He should be revered for, being the actual single-season home run champ.
Now, when Aaron Judge smashed his 61st home run of the 2022 season, Roger Maris Jr., the son of Roger Maris, who had the record, only had a few seconds to take it all in. The ball zipped over the Rogers center fence so fast, it was like a blink and you miss it kind of moment. But as soon as the crowd erupted, Maris wrapped Patty Judge in a hug, sharing a moment packed with the weight of baseball history. But this wasn't just another homer, this was Judge officially stepping into Maris's legacy. For Maris, though, the significance went even deeper. After years of watching record after record fall, many under a cloud of steroid controversy, this felt like the real deal. And in his eyes, if Judge managed to reach 62 home runs, that was a true high mark. And one worthy of the record books. It's about more than just numbers for Maris. It's about legacy, integrity, and the honor of the Yankees pinstripes. In his mind, Judge isn't just chasing records, he's carrying the torch his father lit years ago, becoming the single-season home run champ in a way that feels pure, powerful, and right for the game. Now, to put things into perspective, Barry Bonds currently holds the title for the highest home runs in a season. However, a lot of fans believe that Bonds' claim to the single-season home run crown comes with a big asterisk. Allegations of steroid use have loomed over his career for years, and while he was never caught in the act, there's been plenty of evidence suggesting that he wasn't playing it clean. And it makes you wonder if Bonds would have been able to hit that insane 73 home runs back in 2001 if he'd done it without any extra help, if you will. But as it stands, official records aren't asking questions, they just keep score, so technically Bonds still does hold the title. That record, though, has left the legacies of guys like Roger Maris in an odd spot. Maris, who hit 61 home runs for the Yankees in 1961, did it without any whispers or clouds hanging over him, and he stands as baseball's purest home run hero before Judge stepped up. But with Bonds 73 on paper, Maris's achievement somehow faded in the record books. It's almost like his spot in history was overshadowed by a record that some believe shouldn't count in the same way. Now with Judge's clean 2022 season, which surpassed Maris's record by a home run, Maris Jr. and a lot of baseball fans out there are seeing a return to that untainted thrill, a shot at reclaiming what they feel baseball lost along the way. But just in case you haven't picked it up yet, let's lay it out straight. It's exactly as MLB greats have said. Aaron Judge is in a league of his own when it comes to baseball. Sure, he's had his fair share of struggles, and yeah, this World Series wasn't great. It wasn't his shining moment. Scratch that, actually, it was actually awful. But if there's one thing he's shown us, it's that he's never down for long. He will always come back up. At least that's what I think. What do you think, though? Hit us up in the comments below.